Bear with me. I'm still relatively figuring this out, but we should have it good to go. It's been a hot minute since I played Kotor, but it should be fun. So. Game sounds a little loud, sick. I can fix that. How is the volume on that? Is that a little better? Cool. Thank you. Intelligence as well. I'm not actually certain if I want to go for a force specific build or if I want to mix it up and try going like blaster ranged combat, explosive like equipment kind of deal. I feel like I'm not really good enough to use a lot of those skills to their absolute maximum capabilities. So I think I'm going to kind of go for just the typical Jedi Force powers kind of focus for now. Be fairly well balanced. Yeah, I'm gonna start with that. focus on stealth. I'd like to go with a high awareness, some good persuasion. Like having a high recovery. And I don't know how to spread it out, but I kind of start with having a few of these. These are class skills. Go there. I'm gonna try and stay pretty well balanced for like tech and stuff. Yeah. Light armor. Okay. Yeah. Really just don't know, like, yeah, I'm just looking at torn if I want to roll with some more blaster focused stuff, or if I should stick to going with proficiencies with melee weapons if I want to go like straight up Jedi build, because I kind of like going, I don't like going super far light or dark. I kind of like playing in the middle. It's kind of fun to go more like force sensitive rogue than like full on light or dark side Jedi or Sith, you know? If I do that, I'm definitely going to want to do 2-weapon fighting. If I roll just melee. They don't really have Grey Jedi. The whole Grey Jedi thing is kinda because the music getting loud again. The whole Grey Jedi thing is kind of hard because, like, technically in lore they don't exist anymore, and they were kind of like the real Grey Jedi were kind of messed up anyway because they were willing to commit like horrible atrocities to balance the Force. So I'm not necessarily going gray, because I do want to tend to lean more like good. I'm just rolling for like chaotic good or chaotic neutral over like lawful evil, which like Grey Jedi can kind of fall into that lawful evil kind of category. But I also haven't played through this game all the way before. I've never made it all the way through, so I don't know exactly how they take Grey Jedi and the plot for this game. I'm thinking about taking conditioning because I'm kind of looking to do a character that again is more well-rounded. So instead of just going for raw damage dealing capability, I do kind of think conditioning would be nice to give me that bump to saving throws. Because sometimes in this game, avoiding damage is just as important as being able to deal it, especially when you get into boss fights and stuff. Yeah, I just feel like you don't get enough modifiers for 2-weapon fighting. I don't know, but see, you master it and then it gets, yeah. I'm gonna go 2-weapon fighting. It's way too fun to It's way too fun to just rock the double blades and just go straight dueling. Alright, a name. What shall the name be? Something serious? Something goofy? What's the vibe? Because I'm horrible at creating names for fictional characters. Roger. Roger. Or even funnier, you could do like, because like, it's a slur, but only in the Star Wars universe. Lord Clanker. I'm sending it. I actually don't know. Do you think the music of this is copyrighted? I bet that is for sure. So I'm gonna skip it.
Primary power offline. Hyperdrive offline. Multiple hull breaches detected.
Yo, it's been a long time since I've played Kotor 2 or the first game. Music's still a little loud. Let's get through this so I can get to some options, and I'll just give the...
The Ebon Hawk is adrift in space after a terrible battle. Most of its crew are dead. You lie in the medical room in critical... The hyperdrive.
Get there. Is the sound sounding better for y'all now? Or is it still a little loud? I can crank it down a bit more if I need to. I'm gonna crank the music down extra, just to be safe. thing, and there is no option to some stuff there later.
Still examining the survivors of the damaged freighter. Looks like it goes by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Only one survivor, placed in the Kotor tank for recovery. The carbon scoring on the vessel suggests it was in a battle, but no indication of who fired on it. Couldn't get much from the Nava computer. Aside from the lone survivor, we recovered an old woman. No life signs. There was also a protocol droid and a utility droid on board. Sent both down to maintenance while security sorts through the other items on the ship. It looks like the utility droid, a T3 unit, was able to get the ship working enough to get to the colony. We're prepared to...
Okay.
Could be a Jedi, but we won't know for sure until we get the transmission back from the Republic. If the survivor is a Jedi, that would account for the recovery rate. But I'm more concerned that a Jedi here may cause trouble. Some of the miners, especially Kotor, are already another act. Got most of the injured to the Kotor tanks in time, but the rest had to go to the morgue. One of the wounded said a droid caused the accident, but we couldn't get any specifics. Miners about the Jedi. A number of the droids have been acting oddly, and not even memory wipes seem to be fixing the problem. There was a detonation in another one of the fuel vents the droids were working in. We deactivated several of them, and moved them down to maintenance. But we're still treating the plasma burns. That cuts us down to almost half shifts, and with the droids malfunctioning, we may not make the Tilo shipment for this month.
But,
fortunately, the detonation didn't cause a
I know the last section I
lockdown.
got stuck on in this game is a fight where you don't get to have your main character with you. Your main character has to go somewhere else, and you split off into picking like certain side characters to take, and you end up fighting like a Sith
if the ventilation systems are
acolyte and
malfunctioning,
two Sith
evacuate the medical
apprentices
bay. Everyone
with no like one half-baked force sensitive companion, and it's like I could never get past it. But that was 5-10 years ago. I haven't tried in a while, so let's see. Okay, everyone else is dead. Someone killed everybody. Let's see if we can find a spy. So if we can find a security spike, we might be able to trace who killed all our compatriots. Lots of med packs. Okay. It's because I eat lots of Snickers, bro. That you gotta drink lots of eggnog, stay nice and fit. Okay, lab research isn't gonna help us, so we're gonna go looking for a way through this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She drinks her space nog, bruh. And a spike. Well, that it was like the early 2000s. Think, you know, like this isn't that far after Lara Croft, the first Tomb Raider games. You know, the first gen Xbox. Yeah, yeah. This gal's name Kreia or something.
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead? Yes, I had hoped as much.
Hey.
I slept here too long and could not awaken. It may be I reached out unconsciously, and your mind must have been a willing one. Or perhaps you have been trained for such things.
Roughness of posture. Oh, what do we do? Do we want to play the do we want to be sassy? Do we want to be mysterious? What's the play here?
I am Kreia, and I am your rescuer, as you are mine. I confess I know little more than you do.
Yeah.
I do not know where
We'll let her
here
have it.
is. I
We'll
do
let her
recall
have it, especially
rescuing
since
you.
she's pretty
The
much-
Republic ship
pretty
you were
much
on was
useless in
attacked,
this game.
and you were
I
the
don't
only
feel the
survivor.
need to be
A result of your
nice to her at
Jedi
all.
training, no doubt. Your stance, your walk tells me you are a Jedi. Your walk is heavy. You carry... So it would seem.
Yeah.
Keep
She
your
doesn't have any
past and let us
business
focus on the
being all
now.
cryptic and stupid about this Force Jedi stuff. Like, mind her own business.
I do not know. I was removed from the events of the world as I slept. A survey of the surroundings may provide the answers we seek. The ship we arrived in must still be in this place. We should recover it and leave. We were attacked once, and I fear our attackers will not give up the hunt so
If they give me
easily.
an option to leave her
Without
behind,
transport,
I am.
weapons, and information, they will find us easy prey indeed.
Ooh,
Even as I
this check's
slept,
already.
I
Let's
felt
go.
much unrest here. I saw strange visions,
Yeah,
minds
exactly,
colored with
Michael.
fear.
What
now,
we?
everything here feels terribly silent. I would find out as much
There's
as you
no
can
we,
about this
and
place
I'm
quickly.
getting out of here
I fear we
alive.
will need to depart as suddenly as we arrived. You may wish to extend your search to some clothes, if only for proper first impressions.
There's the bitch who played dead. Oh, I probably shouldn't say that. I definitely get demonetized for that on YouTube. Like I'm gonna make money anyway. I'm gonna go for the intimidate right off the bat, I think. Maybe we'll start off a little rough and then balance out.
I do
That could
not
be
know.
fun.
Why did they spare you?
Cocky about it. We're going with sassy, right?
Indeed,
'cause
the
I'm a
Jedi trance
baller,
could protect
that's
one from
why.
such poisons. In fact, it would prove lethal to those untrained in such techniques, however. Most curious.
Most curious.
I leave
Yeah.
you to the explorations of this place. Here I will remain and attempt to center myself.
Yeah, right off the bat, let's go. That's the way to do it. Yeah, who cares?
Emergency lockdown is in effect.
Busted open. Here we go. Dang, it's been a hot minute since I've played this. Sick.
Emergency lockdown overridden.
Everblade. Nice. Neural pacifier. Let's see. Emergency blast door. I doubt I can secure this
Emergency
yet.
lockdown is in effect. Turbolifts have been sealed to contain the explosion.
First of all, let's see. Okay. That's a critical strike since we focused on dexterity, I think. So we're gonna be using critical strike a lot. Probably focusing that one for a lot of our points. There were a bunch of mods recommended for this game, but I didn't really feel like you're running anyone, just because I didn't get through the game as is. And I didn't really want to, like, they have a whole skip for this mission. I don't necessarily want to skip this because I don't properly played through. Take a run back here quick. Be about. It's empty. Still don't think I can. Ready for that. Spike yet. No security spike, so yeah, we're just gonna have to continue on. Lots of dead people. It's always fun. Security tunnel. Let's check security. Yeah. Okay. So one there.
secured the stealth field generator inside one of the footlockers in the security storage room.
Stealth
If I have
field
the
generator,
specs right,
okay.
the interface field should be effective against the droid's sensors. All I need to do is equip the belt and some skill with stealth in order to use it. As long as I don't get too close to the
Okay, I
droids,
think
they
we
shouldn't
had like a
detect me.
+1
If any more
modifier
droids
or
start
+2 modifier
malfunctioning,
for stealth.
the belt should buy me enough time to get to the override switch I set up in the communications blister console.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'd
We
rather
might be
shut
able
them
to use
down
it
than destroy them.
to stealth through
I
here.
want to find out how these droids
I think
are
last
being
time I played, I just
sabotaged,
decided to
and
fight
maybe
my way
even
through
turn
for
them
the
against whoever's
XP, but I remember
sabotaging
it
them.
being kind of a slugfest. Doesn't sound like the most fun.
I installed an override switch to shut down any droids on this level, just in case someone locks me out of the administration console. As added insurance, I tied the override switch into the circuit to the holding cell door. It'll make sure it can only be opened if all droids in the level are shut down. I doubt Kotor or any of his men have the skill to pull off something like this, but I'm not taking any chances while we're sitting in the middle of this asteroid minefield. Whoever's responsible won't be able to have the droids rescue him after I lock him up. Nothing will cut through that door. He'll be trapped. So, you're in maintenance. Then maybe you can tell me what's going on with these droids.
Sir, I don't know. It's like their behavior cores are undergoing binary decay, but I can't find the source. This shouldn't be happening.
Well, that's reassuring. It isn't happening. So the next time we nearly have a breach in the ventilation tunnels, I could just close my eyes and pretend it's my imagination. You better give me some answers. I want to know the damage these droids can do if they start mining us instead of asteroid rock.
Sir, these droids aren't combat models. Their mining lasers are weaker and less accurate than blasters. I doubt those droids could even hit one of us.
Are you blind? What about the miners in Medbay? It's sabotage, and it started right after the commander said we weren't going to sell the Jedi to the exchange. So I want you to find out how these droids are being sabotaged. That'll tell me who's trying to clear a path to get that Jedi off the facility and stop him.
Yeah,
In the
exactly.
meantime, make sure the security's armed with all the ion and sonic charges you can find. If those droids start coming after me, I'm gonna need more than low-grade mining lasers to take them down. Clear?
Yes, sir. Maintenance control out.
Idiot.
Idiot.
And according to one of the miners, it was because one of the sonic charges went off prematurely. And like before, it was one set by a mining droid. The three idiots were grouped so close to the charge, it might as well have been a grenade going off. The blast turned their bones to dust. The blast wrecked the internal components of the droid that set the charge, though, so we can't even dissect it to see what happened. I don't like what's going on here. Ever since that Jedi showed up, things are getting worse. It's not just Kotor and his miners, or the fights, but now the droids are acting crazy. If we don't find what's causing this, or who,
Realize these were in
this facility's gonna be
chronological
space
order.
dust by the time the next Telos freighter arrives.
We're watching in backwards order, so you know.
Is this thing on? All right, all hands, especially you, Kotor, listen up, because I'm not gonna say this again. The next one of you Juma heads to try and smuggle a blaster, or so help me, any sort of military-grade frag weapons into my facility is gonna take a long walk out the airlock. Why? Because in case you forgot, Paragian fuel explodes at high temperatures. That's what blasted that chunk out of Paragus 2 and created this asteroid field. So if I catch any of you with anything other than sonic charges or mining lasers, I'll burn you and your contract. Security out.
Alright, so droids are acting weird. Never would have thought. Who did I get jumped by right away? Droids.
Be careful. There is much
Wankers.
energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives. Can you not sense them? Ah, you can feel them. The droids you...
Cognition power. Okay. The head. It's Hit him with a nade.
Ah, you hear it. It is the force you feel.
There's damage sounds going on in the background.
Do not turn away from. Come.
Apuya. Let's go. Force sensitive and unarmed specialist 1. Yo. What if we just went unarmed specialist? I mean, I've wasted 1 point on two-handed combat, but it'd be kind of funny to go completely unarmed and just be a force power using boxer. Unarmed specialist. Okay, I'm gonna go for security. I'm gonna go for computer use. I didn't really put a lot in the charisma, so I don't actually know if I'm going to spend too much on persuade. I'm thinking about maybe grabbing repair, even though it's not a class ability, just because it can be useful. But you can also be overly well-rounded, and then I'll never have enough points for important stuff. So maybe I should just... for those... yeah... let's do it. Right. Cool. Okay, character level 6. I can deflect range attacks. Ho, ho, ho. Sick. Keep an eye on that one. Doesn't affect droids. Oh, that's a droid stun specifically. That's kind of annoying. What else have we got? Restricted by armor. I hate powers that are restricted by armor because I do love playing a tanky Jedi. Hero lightsaber. Drain force. Force screen. Armor restricted by armor. Oh, that's kind of nice, actually. I might take energy resistance just for defensive capability. Yeah, let's do energy resistance just for an extra little. Well, you know what do they recommend? Stun droid. For Pragus, sure, that makes sense, but I don't really want to use Stun Droid, because I'm not going to use it later in the game. Requires lightsaber, restricted by armor. Maybe we'll go Force Push? Fear doesn't work on droids. This also doesn't affect droids. Let's roll combat for now, why not? What's not restricted by armor? Yeah, let's do energy resistance. There is a force push. That was down here. It is universal. Reflex saves. Okay. The upside is there's not really wisdom and charisma for droids right now, so it could be good, but I feel like something defensive might be a good bet. Let's rock the force push. Why not? Cool. Let's really equipped anywhere. See if our security will do this yet. Cool. Stealth field generator. Components, okay. We go back and see if I can get through this door that was back here earlier.
Yes? What? I do not know. Why did they spare you?
Yeah.
Very well. If they...
Useless. Oh wait, no, that was the door I wanted to get through. Okay, well. We'll carry on. Let's equip the stealth field generator.
This is the exit.
Access to terminal. Yeah. Okay. We shall carry on. Let's hit him with a force push. Just the droid roll this. Cool. That's cool. Yeet. Whoa. Easy day. Been pretty decent on taking damage. Let's go unarmed. Why not? Who's next? You know what? Let's go. Punch the crap out of this droid. Yeah. Easy day. Alright.
But you have nothing to fear.
I probably should skip those for the viewers that haven't seen this before. Backpack, sick. Yep, here we go. I'm Ronda Rousey. Let's go. Yeah. I think I'm more accurate without the vibroblade. I'm not gonna go to the computer controls quite yet. Let's see what we got going on around here first. I think taking the dexterity off the bat was a good choice because we're dodging most of these attacks, even though they're disadvantaged close up. But it's honestly working out pretty good. There's nothing else up here for us.
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Turbolifts have been sealed to contain the explosion.
Turbolifts have been sealed. Okay. Let's see what we got going on over here. Alright. Well, that was easy. Okay, so that's just the character animation. I think that's gonna go away. If it looks a little framey, I think that's just because it's an old
Nice
game.
outfit. What, you miners change... You mean before or after that, Jedi? You see, this Jedi shows up, and you know what that means. Where there's one Jedi, the Republic will soon be crawling up your ion engine in no time. But the story gets better. See, some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty the exchange has posted for live Jedi. Well, what passes for the law here didn't like that idea.
Okay.
So the two groups started fighting. Then there was some big explosion. I was sitting here for a long time. Then you showed up in your underwear and things got a lot better. Don't know much about it. Maybe the exchange wants one as a trophy, or somebody's got something against Jedi and is looking to collect. Not many Jedi left. Wouldn't surprise me if the bounty's pretty high. The ones that weren't killed in the Jedi Civil War ended up switching off the lightsabers long ago. Word is there's not even a Jedi Council anymore, but who knows? Yeah, Revan, Malak, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had a scrap that almost laid waste to the galaxy.
Yep.
Where have you been? Well, I wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malak turned on each other. After they turned on the Jedi, of course. Look, not like your half-naked interrogation isn't a personal fantasy of mine, but... Hey, wait a minute. You're that Jedi the miners were talking about. Where is everybody? From my beautiful view in this security cage? Look, I heard some explosions, some emergency alarms, some toxic gas pouring out of the vents. Maybe none of them survived whatever happened. And if they're all gone... Look, hey, let me out and I can help you. I can. I've gotten out of trouble countless times. This facility isn't a military installation, which means we may have a chance.
Dude's a
You shut down the cell
weak-minded
security
fool.
field, and I can reroute the emergency system so we can get to the hangars. We grab a ship, and then we fly out of here. Huh? What are you talking about? So you done interrogating me, or are we gonna work together and try to get out of this mess? Great. Now to business. Let's get to the command console.
It's just good business. First, take off your clothes. Give them to me. I'm cold.
All right, here
AC
we are.
and this shit's
Now, this
running
console
high.
is set on automatic hail. You may have heard it when you came in. The asteroid drift charts are constantly being updated, so it sends out a transmission to incoming vessels so they don't get crushed into space dust. The hail warns them to keep their distance until orbital drift charts are transmitted, and then provides docking instructions to incoming ships, usually freighters. Thing is, you can bounce that same transmission back to the comm here, and suddenly you've got access to the communication system from the inside. Pure Pazak. The console's ours. Now, all we need to do is reactivate the turbo lifts, cancel the emergency lockdown, and... Hey! This system's been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down from remote. You can't even reroute the system, it's been cut clean. No. Someone tried to lock down this whole...
Want to trap us.
I doubt it. All we have is communications back. For all the good trying to shout in a vacuum will do us. Be my guest. Not much else we can do. The comm's all yours.
Gonna try to more dark points. Let's go. Tilde droid in hangar bay 25. That'd be nice to the droid, because droids deserve love. I don't know who this loser is that got locked up, but we're gonna be nice to the droid. Okay, okay. I think we're pretty done. So let's... Yeah. Let's see about getting out of here. It's just like the first KOTOR, the first sidekick they give you, it's like, what, Karth or whatever in the first one, and he's like just a completely useless character the whole game. But the droid's always the homie. Haircut. See what we can scrounge up. Bounce out of here. Sealed door that can bash low security door that we can open. Oh. Okay. Ebon Hawk, alright. Loot everything! Droid companions are always the best companions in these games. HK-47 or 74 in first Kotor, best companion of all time in RPG, I swear. Need some basic parts. Alright, let's go find some basic parts. Another low security door. Let's get all like R2 zapping people. With the ion grenade, then bum rush him. Like that. It is the tutorial, so that's, I mean, this level is always kind of that easy. It'll scale up pretty quick as you start unlocking more gear and stuff. Barricades, alacrity, sweet. I'm also gonna focus stims in this game a lot more than I ever have, now that I kind of get the concept of these like turn-based, role-based MMOs. I'm gonna be working a lot harder to actually pick up stims and stuff, and using all the equipment at my disposal to really be as effective as possible in combat. I'm excited to have a better understanding of it and give it a better shot in this playthrough. Do you want to go that way immediately? No. I'm not convinced I do. Let's see about getting through these other doors that were up here first. Sealed door, can we bust through it? Blast it open with explosives. Okay, alright. Alrighty then. Okay, so yeah, we gotta go down. Down and deep. To whatever challenges lie below. I don't know that I would ever want to DM, but I definitely want to play so much more D&D than I do right now. A bunch of my friends right now are actually planning on running a Star Wars 5e D&D campaign, and I've already planned my Mandalorian build. I've spent the last 2 days on the forums figuring out how to set my character up right to be a Mandalorian bounty hunter. I'm pretty stoked. Here's the fuel lines, 3 sonic charges attached inside. Oh, and we can use these explosives to get to those doors back there. Alright. First, let's check out... One to 6 points of damage for each level. 60 points total, okay. Let's just to stun. But it takes like a DC of 15 or higher, so like... Let's just go for raw damage, why not? Cool. Alright. Back to the hangar bay. The load times. Oh, you got shields. How cute. Should we... It's our trap. Oh, those guys hit hard. Okay. Yeah, I might play with the mines a little bit more for these, because that hurt. Let's see if we can get to this computer. We only have one repair part, though. Still don't have any spikes, so we can't do anything with that. Fuel depot, computer terminal. Connecting circuits have been burned out with a mining laser, preventing remote access. Okay, that needed spikes, and I don't have spikes. Like, I can use the repair parts for some stuff, but the spikes are for security. I don't have the security spikes to get through these extra functions. So the drift chart, access denied. Download it, access the hangar logs.
A lot of cargo from the Jedi's freighter is being stored in the secure cargo hold until we can pass it through the quarantine checks. And as requested, all the programming spikes the security officers wanted confiscated have been stored there as well, to prevent further system compromises. The secure cargo hold should be safe enough. If anybody wants to break into it, they'd have to blow it open with explosives. Who ordered the mining droids to repair that Jedi's freighter? I come in here off the work shift and 3 of them are repairing the port stabilizers? Did I miss something? Is somebody planning a trip? because orders were that the hangar was to be locked down ever since that Jedi arrived. I don't know what maintenance is up to, but you can't just commission droids for repairs, especially with half the work shifts in medbay. Those droids are needed to repair the ventilation tunnels before gas builds up to terminal levels. It's not like that ship can go anywhere anyway. Even if it had the asteroid orbital drift charts, the navicomputer's been voice-locked. You'd need the access code to get it spaceworthy. Considering this latest droid commission breach, I'm putting the droids in this section under the control of the current dock officer. If anyone sends commands to the mining droids outside this terminal, I'll be forced to enact full override.
Okay.
Looks like those droids got the vessel working again, even with all the damage it had taken. The maintenance officer still won't admit ordering them to fix it, though. Regardless, still no luck accessing the navicomputer.
Like I think I've played through this section of the game several times, and I still don't fully understand.
If so, that ship isn't going anywhere unless we rip out the navicomputer and put in a new one. If we even had one to spare. The only reason someone would lock their navicomputer is to hide their astrogation charts.
They're literally telling you, hey, by the way, if you want to progress in the mission, you're gonna have to find and do these things.
Or someone with something to hide. That Jedi's got a lot of questions to answer.
Destroy the Jedi. Another droid. There, okay. Decontamination area. Okay. Okay. Alright, well, I don't have a spike yet. So... stats right now... Alright, here, if you want to take a look. Well, I mean, I guess that's for this character. You might have to wait for me to get back to my main character. I can show you that as well. But this looks like it's pretty typical of droids. Everything you need for security and computer stuff. I'll throw the stats up when I get back to my main character. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Sick. I can't even scrap him for parts? Come on. Droid flamethrower, bet. I would assume if they give me a flamethrower, I'm going to run into organic enemies soon, just because I don't think they're particularly useful against droids. But I really thought that the majority of this mission was, pretty much entirely... Let's see, we already went down here. Your control terminal, hangar, fuel depot sub-level.
No, I'm live.
Yeah. Oh, fuck off.
Oh my God.
That was unnecessary noise. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But I guess they're just trying to prepare you for the next levels. Can't do the storage room. What am I supposed to... Oh, I got spikes. Lol. Okay. Yeah. What? Wait. No, shouldn't that give me, I'm guessing I just have to go to this side first. Damage ion, yeah. Yeah. DC 10 to ignore. Heat damage 30 point. Oh, honestly, the flamethrower is way better, even against other droids. That's just a better. DC 15. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, because, like, literally Clone Wars Episode 3, R2's just, like, torching people with oil and thrusters, so, like, if you gave him a dedicated flamethrower, the little guy could go off. Using all my grenades on basic enemies. Why not? You know, destroy everything. Okay, so the flamethrower is way cooler than I expected it to be. Absolutely gnarly. Go get a special part. Rescue Lord Clanker. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Alright, alright. We got some armor. Smarter than the containment field? Nope. There's fuel line sensors. There's mines. Right? Dead maintenance people. Right over there. Phantom fuel leak, sealing off the area with the force field to contain the blast. the droid. The droid.
So, how long have you been a Jedi? Must be tough, you know. No family, no husband. Hey, I wasn't trying to...
Give me the option to kill him. Give me the option to kill him.
Hey, what do you know? A little cargo cylinder came through.
Call him a cargo cylinder and send me out the airlock.
If he got the turbo lift... Wait. Don't tell me you're taking that hat. That explosion I heard came from below. There's probably nothing down there except superheated rock and collapse.
Sounds like a coward.
You're either really brave or... Alright, I'll try to monitor things from up here. And be careful. The only thing moving down there is likely to be mining droids, so don't be playing hero too hard. Not that I care what happens to you or anything. I just don't want to be trying to get off this rock by myself. I'll keep the comm link open. I may be able to guide you through the tunnels from up here. Don't know if the signal will hold if you get too deep, though.
Cool. Add a little bit of light side to balance out our past 3 dark side choices, but only a little bit.
Emergency lockdown
Getting
is
through there, alright. Let's see. Oh, we didn't check this out earlier. Let's see what's over here. Docking door. Same possible. Ship docks facility. Okay. Dang, I should have... No. Okay, I tried to use my last spike for that last function on the terminal, but it was missing a major component. That's why we couldn't use it. So I'm gonna go that way. Thought it gave me an option to use a security spike back here, so I'm gonna check this first terminal. Let's see what we've got.
emergency lockdown is in effect.
Here we go. Oops. Lol. Yeah, combat implant. Let's get an implant going right off the bat. I don't have enough chemicals. What do you mean? Oh no. Need more chemicals. You break down items. Chemical value 6, total chemicals 18. Okay. Break down a couple sonic grenades. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. Do one more. Let's go back to created items. Try that one more time. Sick. We're going to take a antidote kit just because I think there's poison gas down there. And I will very likely need it, and I don't have enough chemicals. Okay, never mind. We're not taking one with us. That down to... Can't use the implant yet because I don't have the prerequisites. Okay, good job me. Let's hit an energy shield. At least get that going. Right. And on we go. Ragus mining tunnels. Should be fun.
Can you read me? There's a lot of interference down there. Still, it looks like there's a route down to the Paragus fuel depot. There should be an emergency crate. If you can handle yourself, fine. I'm just looking out for my own.
Gotta keep his sass up a little bit. Don't want to get too boring. Especially since it's just his dumb, useless side character plot going on. Who cares? Okay, here we go. Mining shields. Rock the plasma torch with the Bible, so that's alright. Good. With the stealth generator on, shouldn't I be able to stealth? Alright, no stealth for me. What parts do we have? We got 4 repair parts. That's a waste of parts. That was unfortunate. I'm just gonna go straight for these guys. Oh, I made a horrible mistake. We're actually gonna fall out of here. And then we're gonna focus this guy. Okay. More sonic grenades. Yeah, especially if they're gonna keep giving me grenades, I'm gonna use them. I made a terrible mistake. Alright, here we go. It's taking me a second to get back into... Hey, it's been a while. I gotta remember how the game goes. It's all about shields. All right. Mining shields. It's mining lasers. See, okay, I think we're gonna want another Telos mining shield here in a sec. Okay, yeah, we can't do anything with that. Can't go that way, can't go that way. What's going on over here? Nice. That hurt. Sick. Okay. Let's see here. We go with some more persuade points, some more awareness points. With more treat injury as well, I'm gonna avoid stealth a little bit. What's recommended? Toughness? And that's a pretty good way to gain XP, but I think... Yeah, we're gonna go for focus right off the bat with melee weapons. For now, honestly, I'm thinking about rolling stun droid. But at the same time, it's only a stun, and I've been doing pretty okay. So... Restricted by armor. I hate stuff restricted by armor. Add that. What's up with all these spam accounts dropping these weird little messages? That means does not have the skills to do anything about that. Oh, but I think I get a demolitions bonus for the safety harness. Do something about it now. I can't. Woohoo! Let's go get him. Nice. So far, so good. I want to remember to start my shields up before we drop any of these other shields for an encounter. Nice, got a security tunneler. Insufficient spikes. Dang it.
Everybody here? What's up, Kurta? We're supposed to be sinking fuel siphons into the 3218 asteroid shelf right now.
Forget the siphons. You know that survivor they pulled from the freighter? One of the miners said they served with her on Malachor 5.
Malachor 5? So she's one of the survivors. Or worse, a Mandalorian. So what?
Not a survivor, idiot. She's one of the Jedi from Malachor 5.
If she's one of the Jedi, hell, we can't have her walking around here. She'll... Well, I don't know what she'll do.
I thought all the Jedi were wiped out in the Civil War, weren't they?
Guess they missed one. But it gets better. I did some checking, and that bounty on Nar Shaddaa is still live.
What? You want to sell the Jedi to the Exchange? Korda, have you been chewing spice?
Look, you know how big that bounty is? That Jedi's our ticket off this rock.
Korda, there's no way the officers will go for that. They'll lock us up for sure.
Then we'll improvise.
Okay. If I had one stinking security spike, I could just deactivate the droids, but instead, I'm gonna kill them all. Alright, let's get it. Time to throw down. Wait. Any of these guys have security spikes on them, and try and go shut down their mining or their organic mining and stuff. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with getting XP for just destroying everything in sight. It's weird. Nice. I'm loving the crits. That's working out real nice.
The containment fields in the mining tunnels are shutting down. You need to get out of there before they vent fuel to the surface of the asteroid through the tunnels. I may be able to keep it contained until you get the turbo lift to the fuel depot, but not for much longer. I'm locking down the turbo lift to the administration section now to keep the... If you've got anything left to do down there, make it quick.
It's funny because you get the cutscene. You only have so much time, but then you low-key have a ton of time. Nice, security got us through. There's some good stuff down here. There in a second. More sonic grenades. Whoa, nice. Okay. We're coming up on about 15 minutes to 2 hours of the stream, and I'll probably cut it about there. But I appreciate the people, Schmidt, Ryan, a couple of you that have popped in. It has been quite fun to actually have viewers on one of my streams. Nice, twofer. We're gonna just take a quick intermission and get some water. I suppose I could not want to finish the nap out. Survival gloves. What's going on back here? Okay, right. They're already. I just want to double check. Yeah, it looks like I've hit everything. Turbo lift fuel depot, turbo lift administration level, superheated blast tunnel, been through there already. Admiral Chowder, if you're there, I'm not sure if you are or anyone else who's interested. Here's my stats at the moment. Actually really close to another level up. But yeah, I went extra high with dexterity, intelligence, and wisdom. Because I felt like that rounded me out pretty well for a variety of force powers and tech powers. That should help with a good... I'd like to be able to be a medium amount of tanky with like some medium armor, but I don't want to restrict too many force powers, and I'm not sticking to one side more or less. But I'm going to go to intermission for a sec, and I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Okay, just about to get started again. Nick. All right. My streaming software is not showing me how many people are watching, but YouTube says I got 2 people, so we are going to keep rolling. There we go. All right. Demonstration level. All right. So we're going to want to go to turbo lift to the administration level. All right. No clue what I ran into. All right. Cool. Doesn't do anything. Right, I had to go all the way around. Good. Super fun. What's going on? How come I don't... Okay, yeah, it was this way. My mistake. Okay, the mining shields help eat that damage a lot, actually. Good to know. Pretty sure this is the way I was meant to go. Cool. Take that to the face. It's always good. That's not the one. Well, then why is it? Ooh. See. Okay, so that's the one I want to go to. Super red. I'm just gonna go straight across over here. Well, wait. Well, that went to a dead end. Okay. Sonic charge. Well, I don't appear to have a sonic charge. So I'm gonna move on. Attitude +2. 25% to versus Sonic. So Fortitude. All +1. Okay. Still not ready for the combat implant. That is alright. Straight on through. I'm playing Mass Effect again and I got my controls mixed up. It's really funny.
It is a pleasure to see you alive, Master, provided my receptors are not off focus. How may I be of assistance? Answer. I am a survivor of the Harbinger, just as you were, Master. With the unexpected termination of my previous Master, you are the only organic which I may now serve. Irritated answer. Oh my.
Oops, sorry. Yeah, the HK series are awesome.
That has been the subject of considerable discussion since our arrival here, Master. Many have attempted to claim you and this unit as salvage. I was crudely interrogated concerning our brief history together on board the Harbinger, before its communications, weapons, and engines suffered the cascade failure that disabled the ship.
HK series are cool. Me and one of my roomies were watching Clone Wars today, and we were talking about R2 and like unique droids and how droids get their unique personalities. And I guess like in modern Republic and like Empire times, in lore, like memory wipes become really normal for droids. You regularly wipe their memory to avoid sensitive information getting stolen or whatever. And like back in these older days, that wasn't standard yet. Just like HK units had a lot more personality because they retain all this information that increases the pool of data they can draw from. Like R2-D2 never had his memory wiped. Some cool stuff.
Speculation. It is possible you... Clarification. Yes, Master. No doubt the flurry of destruction on... Placation. Merely a turn of phrase, Master. The implication that your state was due to the result of ingesting large quantities of Juma juice was unintentional. I meant to communicate only that you were somehow rendered unconscious before you were locked securely in the cargo hold. Clarification, by locked. I meant sealed, Master. My vocabulator seems to be malfunctioning.
Your vocabulator's malfunctioning.
Recitation. Following the unusual set of coincidences that led to the cascade failure in the Harbinger's systems, we were boarded by a small freighter with unknown ID codes. It appeared that this freighter had been attacked, and the captain wanted to study it. This freighter appeared to be still spaceworthy. Your cargo compartment was breached, and you were taken on board the freighter shortly before the Harbinger's systems began to go critical. I, too, managed to board the freighter before the Harbinger's destruction. We were most fortunate to have survived, Master. Evaluation. Master, I do not know. Judging from the damage, it had been attacked by a much larger vessel. And when it attempted to escape the Harbinger with you on board, it was fired on again. Addendum. It does seem odd that such a small vessel has a high probability of attracting the attention of much larger vessels. Not a welcome trait in a freighter, to be sure. Explanation? I believe it was a smuggler's vessel by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Speculation. As to its purpose, I do not know. Perhaps it was always its intention to play dead, then kidnap you off the Harbinger and rob me of my bounty. Clarification. By bounty, I refer to your life, Master. It would pain me to see you damaged in any way. That is why the arrival of this Ebon Hawk caused me considerable distress. Apology. My memory core cannot provide a clear answer on that point, Master. Suffice to say that once we arrived at this floating rock, our situation became much clearer.
I still, don't really get what's going on. This guy doesn't seem friendly. I don't think he's friendly.
Explanation. Despite my market value, Master, the miners were far more interested in you. It did not take long for me to ascertain the reason for this. While an HK protocol droid is a valuable piece of property, Jedi are worth much more in certain exclusive markets across the galaxy. Painful admission. I must confess to feelings of inferiority at the speculated difference between my value and the price for your capture. I was forced to remind myself it was not due to a failing of my model or function, but because you were a Jedi. Surprised answer. Why, I told them, Master. You are the exiled Jedi who served with Revan in the Mandalorian Wars, are you not? I hope all that has happened has not been the result of a miscommunication.
I don't remember that.
If so, then the problem lies with the core word databases, which are notoriously spotty. Answer. All that has happened has been because they believe you to be a Jedi, Master. They debated what to do with you as you lay unconscious in the medical bay. One group seemed intent on selling you as property. The other group opposed this. 3 standard hours after the division between the miners became apparent, accidents began to occur throughout the facility. A result of improper maintenance, I believe. These accidents coincided with the degradation of the mining droid behavioral cores. Crude models are prone to such failures, resulting in murderous rampages. The mortality rate of organics in the facility rose quickly. miners began to join you in the medical bay as a cascade of flawlessly timed detonations occurred in isolated gas pockets in the lower levels of the facility. The explosions herded the miners into emergency sections of the station, quickly and efficiently cutting them off from communications and facility control. But sadly enough, not the ventilation systems. You see, the explosions had damaged specific sections of this facility's ventilation systems, causing a slow, lethal buildup of toxic fumes in the dormitory level.
Get out that MRC.
Defensive answer. Master, I am a protocol droid, not a well-crafted assassination droid of unrivaled sophistication. To have carried out the actions that took place here would have required an unusual set of skills. It is highly unlikely I possess the knowledge of how to reprogram the memory cores of base worker-class droids into killing machines, let alone to terminate the organics at this facility, utilizing only Aerotech 500 series laser mining drills and explosives fashioned from proton missile cores. Admission. I cannot and will not attempt to change your mind, Master. I would urge you to consider that your Kotor tank treatments may have caused some disorientation. Conjecture. The administration of a large dose of sedatives for a Jedi, it would simply render them unconscious for ease of transport. Quite inventive. Answer. I was merely commenting on the idea itself, Master, not the execution of the idea. Though that, too, was inventive. Besides, Master, those miners intended to murder you, or worse. Any complaints they would have at being murdered would be the highest form of hypocrisy. Of course, Master. How may I be of assistance? Answer. That is all that remains of the maintenance officer, Master. At the end, he was quite incoherent from the pain, and attempts to facilitate communications with him proved useless. I heard his dying screams as the droids he tended turned on him, mining him like a piece of asteroid rock.
That's fun.
Recitation? Oh, yes, Master. The record of his last moments were...
5 droids, burning through the outer door. They're forcing their way into the bay. Please, someone that... Oh no, they're through! Oh, my leg! They're burning through my leg! Oh, stop! Stop, please!
Addendum. His remaining attempts at communication are variations in decibel, Master, ranging from frenzied screams to gibbering inarticulate attempts to beg for his life. Of course, Master. Proud answer. I am an HK series protocol droid, Master, skilled in transorganic relations and communications. This mod has been responsible for the facilitation of communications and termination of hostilities across the galaxy. I am fluent in over 6,000 forms of communication, and am also capable of nuances of expression ranging from irony to veiled threats.
Veiled threats.
Clarification. Oh, yes, Master. Sometimes the facilitation
Alright, sounds good, dude. I'll catch you later. I'm probably gonna be ending it pretty soon. This is taking longer than I thought. But I appreciate you hanging out. I'll be streaming some squad soon. I'm probably gonna stream my legendary run of Halo Infinite. I just finished my heroic run. So I'm probably gonna stream my legendary run next. And then I'm playing this. And I'm probably gonna stream my first Witcher 3 playthrough as well. Since that's on sale, I'm probably gonna pick up Witcher 3. And I've never played through it before, so I'm gonna play through it on PC for the first time. I don't know if I'm gonna use mouse and keyboard or a controller yet. I gotta do some research on community preference. But yeah, good seeing you. Have a good night. I'm gonna finish this conversation and wrap the stream up.
Irritated explanation. That question has been looping through my query module with alarming frequency, Master, and no satisfactory answer has been forthcoming. As a result, I have chosen instead to turn my efforts to answering the question as to how I may depart this drifting disaster area as quickly as possible. Answer. It is only a matter of time before a ship or freighter docks with the Paragus facility. When that occurs, we shall depart this place forever. Placating retraction. Oh, of course, Master. Please excuse my choice of words. I did not mean to imply that you would have no choice in the matter. Of course, Master. How may I be of assistance? Hesitant answer. A T3 utility droid would be a common sight in this facility. It is indeed curious that I have not seen many since my arrival. However, I feel I must inform you that, droid prejudice aside, T3 models exhibit excessive individualism when not routinely memory wiped. This individualism can become such a nuisance that even a droid such as myself is tempted to reduce them to their base components, if not crush them into slag. But enough of my seemingly irrelevant tangent. Where did you leave the droid, Master? That would logically be the best place to look. Answer. Then that would explain why such a T3 unit isn't here, Master. I believe my photoreceptors are functioning adequately enough to verify that. Of course, Master. Pitying answer. Oh, that is unfortunate, Master. The hangar is sealed behind a containment field. It would be impossible to open it. Clarifying query. Did the T3 unit go through the door? I regret ignorance of that fact, Master. Although the door could have been opened from the opposite side without much difficulty, a flaw in the emergency lockdown procedure, which the automated systems have most likely corrected. Answer. Only the Paragus administration officer would have such codes, Master. If he hasn't already been murdered in an unfortunate accident, then he is trapped in the dormitory section, which has been effectively cut off from the facility by explosives. Apology. Unfortunately, communication with the dormitory section is severed, Master. It is perhaps for the best, especially if any other accidents have occurred in that section. If that were the case, the severed comlink would have spared us the satisfaction of hearing the miners' screams as they lived out their last moments in fear and terror. Rapid retraction. Why, yes, satisfaction in knowing their fate, Master. It would be unfortunate if they had been slaughtered.
Yeah.
But there would be a calm, comforting certainty that there is nothing we can do to escape until a ship arrives. Theory. You could walk across the surface of the asteroid to the dormitory airlock, but such a route would be extremely hazardous, and I do not wish to see you damaged. Warning, Master. Continued exploration of this facility may place you in unnecessary danger. I encourage you to return to the medical bay and wait for retrieval from a vessel that is no doubt on the way, even as we continue this pointless conversation. Weary resignation. Very well, Master, but there is very little that I can do. You see, the airlock is sealed by a code. Correction. Oh, I already possess the code, Master, but I am afraid that it will do you no good. Condescending explanation. Master, the console governing the droid maintenance area and the airlock is voice-printed, musing. In the last days of his life, the maintenance officer was quite careful about voice protocols, bordering on paranoid obsession. Conjecture. I suspect once he realized something was wrong in the facility, he voice-locked the droid bay functions. A prudent measure, but in the end, he met the same fate as the rest of the organics. Explanation. Yes, Master. Many consoles have voice recognition sensors built into their systems so that only selected individuals can unlock them. Condescending explanation. Oh, yes, Master. The code is Maintenance Control Voice Print ID R1B5. But unless the maintenance officer speaks the code, it is useless. Placating answer. Oh, of course, Master. I shall endeavor not to forget such descriptors in the future. If I do, I assure you, it is merely a result of memory damage I have suffered since our arrival. Objection. Master, to commit such an act would be in violation of the ethics programming most droids are believed to possess. I am afraid there is nothing that can be done. Proud answer. Master, I believe my vocabulator is working adequately enough to accommodate your request. A recitation. Maintenance Control Voice Print ID R1B5. There. Was that sufficient, Master? Alarmed objection. Oh, Master, no. I might inadvertently speak such a command. I was merely speaking such to prove to you that Condescending explanation. Master, the console governing the droid maintenance area and the airlock is voice-printed, musing. In the last days of his conjecture. Condescending. Answer. Object. Irritated statement. Master, if you insist on echoing everything I say, this already tedious conversation. Clarification. But yes, most droids are believed to possess ethics programming. Irritated objection. Master, arrest it there. Confused query. Of course. Recitation. You need to open, of course, for...
Sick. Alright. Let's call that for the night, probably. Now it's just gonna take me back to the stinking droid. I definitely should have saved.
It is a play.
Well, definitely appreciate everybody that came through. I hope y'all enjoyed the stream for the first time. I will attempt to make a series out of KOTOR 2 specifically. But yeah, I'm signing off